Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome to Alan Wake. See, I promised you I was going to get around to this game, and I meant it. It just took me a while, because other games happened as well. So, yeah. Last year, many of you may remember, I played Control. And I really liked it. I had some problems with it initially, but, you know, after a while, I got into the game, and it was really fun, really enjoyable. And, of course, it's set in the same universe as Alan Wake. There are several references directly to Alan Wake and the events that happen in this game, including the second DLC pack for Control, which was called AWE, which dealt directly with the events of Alan Wake and Bright Falls and, you know, all that stuff that went on. So that kind of put me in the mood to wanting to replay Alan Wake, but I didn't want to jump into it straight away. I wanted to give it a bit of space, and then other games came out and I had to play them, and blah, 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 blah. I'm finally getting around to it now. I promised I would. I just didn't know when, okay? So, we don't need to worry about that. It's fine, it's A-okay, and it's absolutely good. For the record, I have played this game before. It's been a while since I last played it, though, so my memory is going to be shaky on it. At least on the specifics. I remember, like, the story and all that stuff. Because it's a very fun game. This is actually one of the games that made me buy a 360. Because I remember when I was debating buying a 360, and I was thinking, well, I do really want to play Alan Wake, but I mean, is there a chance it would end up on PC someday? And the devs, I remember I read an interview about it, and the dev was very much like, no, we don't think Alan Wake could ever show up on PC, because we feel it's the kind of game you have to play on a television rather than on a monitor. Okay. And then about 5 years after that, it comes out on PC anyway, because of course it does. Because everything makes its way to PC in the end. It's like video gaming mecca or something like that. It makes its way there eventually. So, for the record, this is the PC version I'm playing. Mostly just because it's easier for me to stream a game from PC than it is to stream from a console. Hey there, Kane. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I'm streaming the PC version, which I haven't played. I haven't played the PC version. So, I don't know if it's going to play better or worse than the Xbox version. I'm using an Xbox controller, but, you know, 360 controller. So, as far as I know, it should play the same. I gave it a quick test. You see, it says continue. That's just the start of the game. Just wanted to test that it, like, worked okay. Because you got to be careful with this stuff. You really got to. Anyway, let's get into it. Because I just really want to. And I really like this game. And it's very good fun. So, let's get going. We'll play normal. Obviously, I can't play Nightmare yet. You have to complete the game once before you unlock Nightmare. So, we'll play through normal. Because this game's not that hard. And I have completed the game on Nightmare. So, I should fall back into it pretty easily. He says, hopefully.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic. And there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
You've been looking forward to this, Kane? Good. Me too, actually. Me too. As I said, I haven't played it for years, so, you know, it'd be nice to get back into it again.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream.
By the way, let me know if it's too quiet, because I need to tweak the audio as we go through.
Nightmare pattern. I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Wham.
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
We'll be fine. And he's gone.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1. Nightmare.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Alright, we're in. Ah, it's been a while. Okay, let me see. No, I think we're fine on that. I prefer it like that. Sounds good to you? Okay, well, again, let me know if it does end up sounding a bit quiet, because when I was testing it out earlier, I turned the volume down a bit in the options, just to make absolutely sure it didn't, like, deafen you guys, because the audio mixing, because I've got the volume down on my streaming thing as well, so fingers crossed. Anyway.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker.
Books.
The car wasn't going anywhere. I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there. I was certain I had just driven from this direction.
Like something out of Silent Hill.
Blocked.
Alright, now what was the... There it is, that's the one button. On the right trigger for some reason. No, it's not even the right trigger. No, left button. Left and right, get it right. Ah, yes. Now I remember. The coffee. Ooh, lighthouse. Obviously we're in tutorial land, so it should be fine. Ah, Night Springs. Yes, we'll be getting into that. The collectible coffee.
Collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
There's 100 of them, and no, I'm not going to find all of them because I don't remember where they are. We'll be fine. Alright, off we go. Oh no.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? Ugh. You think you can just make up stuff? Ugh. Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? Ugh. Ugh. You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. There would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
I'm pretty sure he's voiced by the same guy who does Max Payne, who also has another role in this game as well, which I like that they use the same recognizable voice actors. It's really good fun. Now, person in a diving suit. That's important. Remember that. Whee! I like how the lights turn off. You think you're safe. You can dodge enemy attacks. Left button. Okay.
You can't stop me.
Come and get it. Come on. Hey.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Oh no. Well, that doesn't sound very good, does it?
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Ah yes, the tornado. Now that I do remember. Now, you can run in this game, but now Alan, he's a rider, so he's not exactly that fit. So he has a stamina meter that runs out eventually. Because of course he does.
This way!
I'm this waying, don't worry. I'm this waying. I'm hurrying.
Mr. Week, it's me. I'm Stewart, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose!
I don't know, I think we got a bit of time. Okay.
It's coming!
So one thing I always found a bit odd about this game, the facial expressions are very strange. Hello. Eyeball. Tom the Poet. Again, remember that, it will be important later. Although they've kind of retconned that in Control, but we'll get to that later. Ooh.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Yep, but the door isn't open yet. And kaboom! You have to take a few knocks. You notice I am being damaged if you look at the UI in the corner. Woof. There it goes.
Follow the light.
I'm following it. I'm following it.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Light. And light heals you. Makes sense.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
No.
Follow my light.
I still don't understand, and I've completed the game. I think it's vague, pretentious allusions to, you know, the lake, but I'm not sure.
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Nice.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't
Gun,
be
please.
saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Nice.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Alright. And you'll notice some cans. Because like that. That's I think that's another collectible thing. Again, probably not going to get all of them. But then that's not an issue.
This way, and now I'm gonna
He fell down. Where'd he go? There he is. Boom. Alright, let's see if I can remember and stay in it.
This isn't
Uh-huh. Reload nice and fast now. I have no spare batteries. That's annoying. Oh, might be some in there. Ooh, flare gun. Flare gun and flare. Now the flare gun is fun. With a capital F.
you did just like
Pop. Wham! I love the flare gun. It's good in an emergency. Alright. One lighthouse over there. Oh, that worked. Okay. Woo! Bottom.
I can keep this up forever.
Yeah, well, so can I. Probably. I think it's time to go. Oh dear, that's not good. Uh-oh, I'm running out of breath. Where is he? Ah, he's all the way back there. We're fine. Alright, let's keep it going. We're in. Pretty decent tutorial, I'd say.
Easy. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Bright Falls. Wonder if we'll come back here for Alan Wake 2. On the one hand, I do kind of hope so, because I feel like there's a lot more stories left in this town, but on the other hand, I wouldn't mind seeing some new places as well, so... I have no idea what they're planning for Alan Wake 2. I just know that they're planning it, because, you know, Control, expansion, teased it. Bright Falls.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be a blast.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
I don't remember the boat ride being so jittery. Must be a PC thing.
Come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure
Oh,
you're
dear.
doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy.
Gotta love Barry.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Yeah.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Damn yuppies.
All right. Yeah, it's funny. I don't remember the boat ride being so jittery in the Xbox version. Might be a PC port thing. I mean, for the most part, it feels pretty much identical. Just a few minor bits and issues here or there.
You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a lazy bastard for a husband.
Yeah. Come on, let's get started already.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Sounds fun.
I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books.
A lot of talking in this game, but don't worry about it.
When they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
I'll be honest with you, that's one of the things that always sort of raises an interesting question, because obviously, like,
just don't blame me when you fall in love.
because, like, I do Twitch streaming and stuff, there's always that issue, like, if I ever, like, get well known for doing this, if I'm going to encounter people like her, it's one of those sort of what if things. I mean, I'm probably never going to get that popular on Twitch. I don't really care about that, but yeah, it's weird. It's one of those little thoughts that pops in your head, you know?
Right. So much for
Are you on your
vacation.
own, or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Thanks, Rose. We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Coffee. I didn't even drink that much
Does
coffee.
get stuck. Yeah.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Yes, well, we can indeed hurt ourselves in the dark around here. Ooh, spooky stuff.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Yes, because that's not creepy at all.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring. You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons.
They'll be important
They're,
later.
Local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Again, also important for later. In fact, you may remember them mentioned in Control. Yeah, so many references, forwards and
Mission
backwards.
accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Ooh, then
That
who
diner
gave
was
us
a
the
real
key?
nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Pat Main here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
I don't think I can pull that off. Alright. So many birds. And now you know why it's called Bird Lake Cabin.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Okay.
Hello? Anyone here?
I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. Now, I'm not going to turn the radios on, because I'm pretty sure some of them are going to play copyrighted music. In fact, I've probably already been flagged, knowing my luck. So, let's see.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Well, that's not good.
Damn. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Funny you
needed
should
to get
say
the
that.
power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on
Oh yeah, that's right. It's out back. It's in that little shed. I remember
The
now.
power cable goes to that shed over there.
Where's the door? Where's the bleeding door? Is it just... There's a door around here somewhere. Did I walk past? Yeah, I walked right past it. I'm an idiot.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Nice.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing! Have fun!
The island had once been the site.
Oop, no, never mind.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Maybe it would be that again.
Maybe. But considering this is a video game, probably not. Yeah, so if you look very carefully, it says TZ and I think BLBJ. I can't remember her last name. Barbara something or other. The TZ is, of course, Thomas Zane. A name we'll be hearing a lot across this game, believe me. That's actually one of the things, and I sort of briefly mentioned on this, is in this game, he is listed as being a poet. But in Control, they seemingly retcon that, in that he is a writer? No, an actor, sorry. Because Alan's the writer. He starts off as a poet, but in Control, they mention that his role has been changed to that of an actor now, which again is probably like setting the stage, no pun intended, for Alan Wake 2. Now I'm pretty sure there was a thermos up here. I'm pretty sure there was something up here. I don't remember what. There it is. Nope.
The cabin obviously got its name from the shape of the island. It looked like a giant bird leg. Alice had mentioned that the lake was a caldera. There was a dormant volcano under it.
Cool. And if it could have blown up, we would have had Dante's Peak instead. Alright. I remember there being a thermos up there. I'm not going to go out of my way to get them, but if I remember there being one, I'll try to pick it up, because that'll help me on subsequent playthroughs. But, yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what their plan for Alan Wake 2 is going to be. Yeah, obviously, like, Alan wanting to free himself from where he ends up trapped at the end of the game. Spoiler alert, but, you know. If you watch me play Control, you already know that, so, you know. Right, let's head back inside. I will say, I may need to check the menu at some point to see if there's any UI scaling, because that health bar at the top is fucking tiny. It's much bigger when you play the lower resolution that the 360 pumps out. I don't remember there being anything about UI scaling or anything like that, but it is very tiny. It's tinier than I remember it being. So, you know.
Alice? Honey?
Coffee. Because, you know, he's a writer.
I'm upstairs.
They drink coffee.
I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
I never get over the fact that they always look like they're grinning in this game. So like teeth. So much teeth.
Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell?
I forgot about the bird I'd actually forgotten about them. Good for me, I guess.
Alice? Alice?
Oh no.
Oh no!
It's better where it's wetter.
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice?
Talk about blinking, you miss it.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Don't worry, he ends up dead. But not in this game. He actually survives the events of this game, as we know in the comic, and then he ends up dead in Control. So, you know.
They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Again, spoiler alert. There's going to be spoilers. I played this before, and I've already, you know, you guys have seen me play Control, so...
Damn.
And there it goes. Hope it wasn't a rental. You'll like it less in Control? Yeah, he's a bit different in Control. That's... It is nice that we do get a little bit of conclusion for that. Although it was always sort of implied that he died in the game anyway, so... Hello. Big bright lights.
Hello? Someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
You imagine reading that? You find a random page from a document, and it's like, it's about you, and then it just describes all the horrible things that are going to happen to you. It's just like, right, fuck that, I'm out.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Yeah.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Very awake. So, axe murder incoming. On the one hand, it's like, it does kind of spoil it because it's like it tells you what's going to happen before it happens. On the other hand, it's done so well that I don't really care.
I've been in an accident.
Because it's just like, well, because it sets it all up so well, if anything, you end up more tense because you know what's coming. And I like that. I think that's fantastic.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Ah, yes. Now we have to hear about the incontestably proven health benefits, I think it was. Need to remember where things are hidden. Even in the terror of finding something like that, I'd still hear the words, "Bring me the blue pages." Is that a Myst reference? Are you referencing Myst right now? That's a game I haven't played in a fucking long time.
Anybody there?
We're getting another remake of that game.
I've been in an accident.
Ah, logs.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Please,
Beat you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
I mean, on the one hand, the Myst remake is like neat because it's like a VR remake, but I'm like, it's Myst. I think I own like 3 different versions of Myst already. I own the original one. I own like the proper 3D remaster. I think there was another version I own as well, and it's just like, how many more times are you gonna make us buy the same fucking game?
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
We call that gameplay. All right. Whee! Hello.
Latest thing. Two birds.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Good job you're in America then. Guns. Guns for everyone. Same here, and you probably still buy the VR version anyway. Yeah. It's kind of the problem, isn't it? It's just like, well, VR version would be cool, I guess.
During your trying, it's the latest.
And I do like that you actually get this map, and this is like an actually accurate map of the whole area. You don't get a full open world game though. See, there's the incontestably proven health benefits. So yeah.
Yes.
Right Paul Sheriff Station.
Of course.
This is bad.
Uh-oh. Time to go then. Go. Jump out of the... Whew. That could have gone bad. And down it goes. Alright. Well, that's useful.
There were more of them. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
You gotta keep an eye out for these
Hand
secret
painting
places.
Mercury was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Good job, really. Useful stuff. You can see, you press the button and it actually shows you the first arrow, and then shows you all the other arrows, and then you go around from there. I will say they do a very good job with this engine of making the light look kind of warm and inviting. It's not like a harsh light. It's... What the fuck was that? Okay, fine, whatever. But they make the light really sort of warm and inviting, and they make it look nice and sort of give it a nice yellowy glow, which I think is quite nice. It's a nice way of doing it.
The was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Ah, yes. It's rabbit season. No, it's duck season. Gotcha. Well, would you look at that?
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Well, you know, maybe in the sequel. Who knows? Seriously, like, I have no idea. I really do hope it is Alan Wake 2 they're working on next. Because that's what I'd like. It's been long enough since this game, you know? We need the next one, please. Memories.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
We'll be fine. It's not like anything bad could happen. Oh, wait. Oh, hey. Thermoth. Alright, let's get going. That's right, there's a box over here. I knew there was something hidden on one of these little bits.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
It's really weird because when I first played the game, when Barry first showed up, I was convinced he was going to be really fucking annoying, but by the end of the game, he kind of endeared himself to me. And, like, you know what he sort of ended up doing after this? Because you got the Alan Wake American Nightmare. Which I will play after I'm done with this, by the way. I'll jump straight onto that, so...
In the dark, stalking me.
Might as well. That's all good. Oop. Batteries. And ammo, yes please. Need as much as I can get of both. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Ow! Okay. Did I miss? Did I miss? Gotcha. Headshots. Guys, you managed to whack me too. I forgot they could throw things. I also forgot I'm technically speaking playing on normal difficulty, so I'm going to have to be at least a little careful. Alright, let's see what I remember. go up here.
Taken. They're taken.
I remembered. There we go. More free shit. Batteries. Always good. Once we get the bigger flashlights, that'll be much better. I do kind of like that you have different flashlights in the same way you have different weapons. It's just like, yeah, you know, in a game about like darkness and stuff, like the flashlight that you're using is like a really good weapon. So why not have different flashlights? Might as well. Whee. Oh, that hurt more than I'd have liked.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Oh, crud. Broken stairs. Oh no. Apparently we're full up on that.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Look for the glowing green light, I'd imagine. Quick mooch around. I don't remember anything else around here. As I said, I don't even remember the last time I played this. It must be like 2015, 2016. Been a good number of years. Nope, none of that. Woo! Nice. Gotta get those headshots. Kind of important. You actually think about it. Ooh. Shotty-o gun.
There's forestry equipment around. There had to be something I could use to reach the top. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Ooh. Birds. We've kind of already run into some of those. Ah, you gotta love those double hinged doors. Yay. I think that'll do it. Good enough. All right. Oh no, thermos. I missed one. Nice. Might as well pick them up. I could just ignore them, but... Well, no, actually, I couldn't. I've got to get the collectibles. No such thing as doing a low % run as far as I'm concerned. Whee. Whee. Oh. Alright. Now I'm going to ignore the radios, otherwise that'll have me standing in one place for way too bloody long. You do get tiny bits of lore detail out of that, but nothing specific. Nothing that you really are going to miss. I also think there's copyrighted music in there, probably. I don't know.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy, or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no characters. Prince Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
I do like how it sort of twists what people are saying is by like just normal phrases. It does make it very eerie. This game has great atmosphere. Oh crap. Ow. You wanna try it? You wanna go? Anyone? No. Well, there's a shot. There you are. Aha! There you are. You around here somewhere. If you're getting down in 3 shots, you're doing pretty well. Leave that one, I see it. Nope. Nope. Nice. See, I got it. I got it. Match page.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Well, we got that to look forward to, so that's nice. Alright. Let's keep it going. Checkpoint. Batteries and ammo, yes please. I agree. Salads are overrated. Alright. Stuff. Flare gun. Ammo for that. Wait, reload. Is that it? Just a flare gun? Lame. Still, might come in handy. Although, it'll have to come in handy in the next part, because we're already at 4 o'clock. Yeah, I'm back. I'm enjoying this. There's a lot more talking in the game than I remember, so I won't be saying quite as much, because now I like to let the game audio speak when it wants to. But aside from that, we're fine. We're in, and we'll work towards it. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me. It's not a long game. Probably about sort of 10-ish hours, I think. I don't really remember. It also depends on how much you sort of wander around and explore and stuff. Because there's a lot of optional stuff in the game as well. But we'll play it, and then I'll play the 2 DLCs. I'm pretty sure they're on Steam. And then we'll play American Nightmare. I am planning on playing the full thing there. So, anyway, back in a minute. Okay, and we're back. Right, let's go. Pretty sure we got the first little sort of mini boss fight. There's no real boss fights in this game. There's just sort of fights that are a little tougher or a little more involved. More than anything else. Alright. Alright, you see, that was useful. That's what you want to save flares for. For when you're completely and totally inundated with enemies. That's going to happen more than once.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Alright. Shotgun ammo for the upcoming boss fight of a sort. Oh yes, don't we have
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
These are fun.
Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
But I don't really have time. This is the thing. There's a lot of things that happen in the game where you just have to stand around and watch stuff. If you want to watch the Night Springs, they're probably up on YouTube somewhere. So you can do that perfectly fine. Not an issue and not a problem. Alright. You chumps, bring it on. I wish I had another flare, but whatever. Hello.
Requires patience.
Oh no.
Moving with the engine block takes hours to cool. Bounce. Easy and this place tool forgot needs. Has destroyed
Crap.
the red car.
Hold still. Is there another guy up there? Hey, you. Where are you? Come on. Come on. It's gonna spend ages getting the dark shield off him. Kaboom!
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Oh, I think that's a certainty now. He was obviously the boss fight. wait, what if there's a phase 2? Think, no, it's all revolve around, but we can pick up some batteries. Yay, lithium. Lithium are good. They're much better than the old, were they alkali batteries before they were lithium? It's stretching my memory a bit. I think they were. Alkaline batteries. Aha. Open up. Come on, there we go. Alright.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Alright.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
It won't last. It never does. I speak from experience.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
I'm pretty sure door's closed. Yeah, main door's closed. We go in through there, but we can actually go wandering a little bit first.
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Well, we could do that. Or we could go wandering for a couple of collectibles. Which is a bit dangerous, actually. Missed. Missed again. Woohoo! No. Okay, you didn't miss. No, you don't. Reload, reload, reload. Uh-oh. Aha! Suck it. All that for a fucking thermos. Hello. Woo. Okay, not good. Waste ammo on you guys, no point. Quick, back to the gas station. I think eventually they'll give up. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. Go on, you two, clear off. Coming back for more? Don't want them sneaking up on me. Been a while. Right. There's something over this way as well, believe it or not. Damn it, man, do some cardio. Works for me. I don't even remember what's down here. Is this way just a dead end? Nope, we're good. We be good. I think. Ah, oh, that's not good. Not the 3 people. Missed. Haha. Woo! No, you don't. Hey, I dodged that. Safety. I guess there wasn't one down that way. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. But we're fine. We're back. We're safe. Nothing to worry about. In the memory there was something around here. Might be misremembering that. Anyway, let's head on inside.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
I'll write. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
The 68th Annual Deer Fest, September the 15th to the 18th. It's all good. It's all part of the bigger plot. No coffee down here, though. That's a shame. One phone.
Rainbow Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me, and then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
It's kind of what I mean about the faces, that the mouths never close. There's a lot of funny expressions in this if you pay close enough attention. Dun dun dun.
A candy-colored clown, they call
Just like that. Okay, yeah. Let's skip, please.
Briefly on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Taken.
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Coffee. The sudden stop.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Of course, that's the voice of Max Payne. Sort of technically ties them all together. It's not sort of directly implied that he's the one who writes the Max Payne story, but it's implied that the character he writes is very similar to Max Payne. So I think that's why they use the same voice actor, which is a nice touch. So many just pictures of New York, because I guess if you live in New York, you need pictures on the wall of the city you live in to remind you of where you live. Coffee pot.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Makes sense to me.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly. These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just...
Honey, it's a power outage.
Please.
I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Of course, that makes total
it's
sense.
Stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Now remember that, because that actually comes in later, believe it or not. It's all connected, everything's connected. I like how they have subtitles for text on screen.
Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
That's
Doc
a big
Nelson
fish.
was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Manuscript page.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
It's all fun and games until it actually turns out to be a ghost. Alright. I remember the strange woman.
The sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
That's nice.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
Read? Is there something to read? Oh, yes. Read. I do wonder if these are like the devs or something, probably.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Hey,
Of course, Mr. Wake.
Hey,
you
can
can get
turn
there
the
through the
light?
show corridor.
The light's on. The deputies, they don't under... Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
And the page. They're all over the
In
place.
spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
And we did. Boy, howdy did we. Okay.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Go through the fence. Ah, yes. Over there. Think there's anything hidden else anywhere? So yeah, at this point, this is where we get the whole, not really fake plot, but I guess side quest to fill time. Yeah. Wow, I'm strong.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Any excuse to go wandering around the woods at night, huh?
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Yeah, one would hope.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Of course, that's Hartman, who we have met in Control.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was enough. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Yeah, because that's not creepy in the slightest.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Ah, yes. Paperwork. The most enjoyable thing.
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head.
Yes, I did. Alright, come on, let's get this over with.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Thank
Trying to pull
you.
a joke on me, freak me out? It's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
Let's not. Barry. Like I said, like at first he seems really annoying, but he just kind of endears himself to you.
Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Deliverance. Don't think it's that bad. Oop, more coffee. Coffee. Ooh, batteries, yes please. Because you lost, like, everything you had before is gone. Because, of course, it has. Alright, what do we got? Coffee. Empty well for some reason. I don't know why they bother just having a well, but then not actually having, like, a hole inside the well. That's kind of stupid.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Paige!
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
How do you think Alan feels? Oh yeah, that's right. You can actually drive cars. Although there's not really much point. I mean, I could.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center. And it wouldn't
Yeah, I
be any
think
use
you
to me in the
mostly get that
forest.
in the next chapter.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
You can actually look at all the other cabins dotted around the place. Hey, we've got a radio. Don't want to do that, at least not yet. But you can scavenge some tidbits here or there. Oh, look. Was that a person? Maybe. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. I will say, the game actually still looks pretty good. Like, you can see a few hints about its, like, age. Because this game's like... God, when did this game come out? 2008? I don't remember. I actually don't remember what year this game came out. But it's a good 10 years old at least. Pretty sure. Although, you know, now actually thinking about it, I have no freaking clue. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, this place is not good. Yeah. Oh no, I think I pissed off the birds. Is it another Night Springs? Yeah. I don't have time to hang around and watch those. But that's a sound I know. Game came out in 2010. Was it 2010? A little later than I thought, but not by much. So yeah, it's definitely 10 years old now. But yeah, it still looks good for like a 10-year-old game. So, you know, not an issue. And another page.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Boom. Checkpoint. Come on.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Yeah, that would freak anybody out. See a page describing your own death. Like if you got like the Book of Life or something.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Oh dear, that can't be good. Game looks good aside from some slightly off faces, but after control, I think that's just Remedy's style. Well, faces are like the hardest part to animate because of the sheer amount of detail in them. So, you know, it's one of those things that sometimes if you don't want to put like all the detail and attention on a face, understandable.
Hello? I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Poor doggo. Alright, let's get the lights on, because that's just something you do
The
a lot
only way to
in
make
this game.
sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
No kidding.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Oh dear. Alright, what we got? Nothing over there. Ooh, another page. God, I forgot how many of these things there are.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Hmm. That'll do it. Get as much shit as we can.
It was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
You may remember these in Control. I can't remember, did I reference that in Control? Damn it, come on. Because I remember there being goo things. Whee, you missed. No, you don't. Hey. I don't remember if I actually remembered that when I was playing Control. You think I did? Yeah, I have this memory now because it was something when I was playing Control, and then I sort of remembered it in Control. I was like, oh, yeah, that was a thing in the original Alan Wake, wasn't it? You had the black goo stuff.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Well, the mammoth is still there, so it wasn't him. Actually, that does remind me. Did I miss anything in the area before I go wandering off? I don't think so, because I checked that building. There was a thermos in there, but I already grabbed that, so we're fine. Alright. Let's head on off.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing is only for those prisoners who purchase a park license to obey.
Someone read those instructions.
At all times.
Rusty, no!
Never.
No closer than 100 yards.
To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
At all times.
Never leave your pet.
Whoa. Careful now. Woo! Nice. Alright. Anything in the immediate area? Hello. I can I just point out, just from a realism perspective, there are just boxes and boxes of handgun ammo just laying around in giant crates. I mean, from a gameplay standpoint, I get it, but, like, in the real world, that scared the fuck out of me. Ah, safe, warm glow.
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Barry's finally on side.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
that's where we're going? No, wait, is that where we came from? I don't remember where we came from and where we're going. But we definitely gotta go across there. So not visiting the US then. I visited the US. Yeah. It's nice enough. Although it was quite some years ago now, so, you know. Things have changed recently.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Ooh. Ah, yes. Now there was a... I think there was a... Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, I remember the cave. Moonshine Cave. Lovely looking place. But that's not why I'm here. This is why I'm here. Shotgun. Shotgun and batteries. I'll take it. It's not that bad, but can't skip the joke. Yeah, I know that. I will say the whole... Oh, hello. Oh, crap. Works for me. I got it, guys. I got it. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Love's Peak is that way, which means I want to go off exploring this way. Because of course I do. Page.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
And how? Oh no. Fog is moving. They're coming. Right, they're probably already on their way. Yeah, if the wind ever starts moving like this and getting all wibbly, that means there's enemies coming. Somewhere. Whoa! Fuck! That's cheating! You know it. Crap. That's not good. I got him. Just in the nick of time, I got him. A great one. Not so great anymore. Fell by lightning. Well, it sucks for him, I guess. I don't remember what's around, so let's just keep moving, shall we? Hello. Crap. You can sneak up on me like that, you git? Gotcha. I forgot how hard this game is. Well, because the last time I played it was probably on easy. That's my prevailing memory. Whoa, okay. Thank you. Gotcha. Ah. Lovely warm light. Yeah, the game pulls that trick a lot. Like, it makes a series of lights for you to follow, but then takes them away and only keeps certain numbers of them. It pulls that trick all the fucking time.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Okay, but we're gonna have to stop here for now because it's just gone 5 o'clock. So I think it has. Yes, it has. So we'll just hang around near the light just in case something else decides to show up. Anyway, yeah, we're getting on well. We're well into chapter 2. I'll probably move into chapter 3 for the end of today's session. Because the weird thing is, like, most of the chapters are pretty short. They're about, let's say, 20 to 30 minutes length each. But chapter 3 is like twice as long. Chapter 3 should have been 2 chapters. But that's something we'll talk about once we get into it. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Alright, let's get going. Gotta get up to Lover's Peak. Which is not as romantic as you might imagine. Take it are filled with darkness. Well, I think we'd already kind of guessed that, but thanks for the heads up anyway. Was that actually a person, or was that like a little jump scary type thing? Oh, hello. Right. Oh, that's a lot of people. Come on, jerkwads. Oi. I am surprisingly low on ammo right now. Okay, right, but that's fine. I'm sure we'll be getting more sooner rather than later. I do hope so. Nothing there. Nope. Just a picnic table. I can't remember the last time I saw a picnic table in real life. Okay, well, just go into there. That activates a checkpoint, which is always nice. Welcome. Let's head off down here. Hiking trail. Ah, coffee. Oof. Actually, a big tree. Anything else around here? Or is it just the coffee? Might have been just the coffee. But then I don't know. I have a vague memory that there was one of those stacks of cans, but maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering it. Alright, let's head on up here. A page.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Ah, yes. Nightingale. Things, surprisingly, do not go well for him. Unsurprisingly, I should say, not surprisingly. I knew what I meant. Alright, up we go. Thrilling, suspenseful gameplay.
Shit.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares won't keep the bastards away.
Worked for me. Fire!
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
Kill him already, will ya? Whoa!
Like that, boy! Ah!
Way up. Crap.
That's right.
Ow. Ah, fucker.
Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Why wouldn't you shooting them better? You need to be a better shot.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun.
Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up!
Flares. Not quite as good as a flare gun, unfortunately. Stop that. Finally. Finish the last one off, please.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off.
That's right.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Not him, apparently. He doesn't seem to mind it.
I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Okay, I think I'll move it. All yours, pal.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Oh, I'm certain. At least this time you were a better shot, idiot.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
One went off down there. That one was wearing sunglasses. Well, yeah, maybe. You are a terrible fucking shot. Can I point that out? You're hitting like one bullet every 4. That is an incredibly bad accuracy rating. For the record. Fuck did you come from? There we go.
Nothing to it.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm fine.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Of course. Nothing's ever simple, is it?
You're gonna give me the manuscript, or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Well, at least they were nice enough to drop off a bunch of ammo and stuff down here.
The manuscript because he thought it held some magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
And another page, finally.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Dropping down here? Yeah, I think dropping down here. Big drop. Suppose we could have gone down there. Never mind. Oh, were we supposed to go across it? No, we were supposed to go across there. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Yeah, we were supposed to go across here, weren't we? But then I'm a complete idiot and I missed that. So, that's fine. I only got a little bit hurt. Yeah, I just wanted to double check there wasn't anything over there. Alright. And there's another one. Actually, a bear trap. Do I need to shoot those?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. I wouldn't want to get caught in one of them. Those teeth look nasty.
Pretty sure you get an achievement for doing this. I think. I don't remember. I probably shouldn't waste my ammo that much, actually. But thinking about it, but whatever. You get the light to warn you, so I guess that's something. Of course, if you're in a panic, that's not really going to help you very much. Hey, plenty of ammo. Ah, yes, the sawmill. That I do remember. Hello. All right. Where am I going now? Whoa! Okay, that's a thing. That's some light. that thing up here? I might be thinking of a different place. I remember something about a plane. Might be a different place, might be a different chapter. I don't remember. I just remember a plane. Hello. Oh. We're not done that yet. Explains why it wasn't working. That'll do it. Hello. I had more than that. Ow. Gotcha. And another page.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Because of course there's a guy with a chainsaw running around. Ooh, hunting rifle. Yes, please. Keep an eye on that for later. Ooh, batteries. A bit more ammo, always good.
I had heard the plane fall.
Plane?
It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
It's the black stuff. Now somewhere around here there is a chest. I don't remember specifically. I know it is because I just saw the arrows, but hang on. There we go. Oh. Geez, a good job this plane wing was here, otherwise we'd never be able to get to it. Really? Can't pick it. There we go. Nice. Up we go. There we go. I don't remember why this is here aside from this. I think it's just sort of set dressing and it sort of guides you towards that. I don't think I actually... Do I need to use it? I don't remember. Maybe... Hang on a sec. No, that ain't gonna get it. Okay, I need to remember now. Hang on. It's something, something, something... This way? Nope. Is it this way? Oh, might be. Although that could just be backwards. I don't know. where I came from? No, I don't remember that. I think the plane's a bit of a distraction. I think you're supposed to go that way. Or that's the way I came from, and I'm... No, actually, wouldn't be, because otherwise I'd have picked that up. Did I miss anything? Oh, that's right, yeah, I dropped off there. Then there's the plane in front of you, which is a distraction. No, wait for it. Choo-choo. There we go. Oop, checkpoint again. That's always nice. Ah, combat arena. Nice. I'll take it for now. Hello. Very good. Suddenly things are a little safer now. Not that it'll last, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Gotcha. Okay. That's... no. Okay, not that way. So yeah, it is over here. Okay, across. Ah, made it. Nice and safe. I forgot about that. Oop. Ammo, ammo, ammo. Ammo! Aha, page.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort.
Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Well, possibly. Also, it looks like I missed one somewhere. Not sure where that happened. Oh, well, as I said, I wasn't going for 100%. You can't even get 100% on your first playthrough, though. So, you know, you have to play on hard difficulty to get all the pages. So it's not a big problem. Kick.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Poor Barry. There we go. Get rid of all that. Nice. Thomas. Where are we going? Ah. Ladder. Might as well get rid of all of it. Don't want to accidentally step in the stuff. Kind of stings.
Beware of Widowmakers.
Ooh. Works for me. The darkness wears her face. Yep, we'll be getting into that later. Rifle ammo, thank you. All right, so we watch out for that, I guess. Boom. No way I'm going to take on two big guys like that without using my big ammo. Big boys require big ammo. Push. There it is. Gotcha. there's the chainsaw we were promised. Need to use up a lot of my flares. But then those trousers are never going to come back in style, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Alright.
I still had to reach Barry at the cab, but at least I was out of the woods.
Oops, hold on.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Yes, I will say it is very fun to run down the Taken with, you know, manuscript page, with a car just blaring with headlights. That's fantastic.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Don't know why there's hunting rifle ammo in the women's bathroom, but oh well. Heard of shitting bricks, but it's rare you get shitting bullets.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can learn about nature and yourself.
I think I'm getting better at aiming. I think. He says optimistically. Very good. Now, was there anything in the immediate area? I don't know. I don't remember. Thermos. Coffee, coffee, coffee. The driving in this game is competent. It works. It's not too floaty. It's a bit stiff sometimes, if anything. But it's like, well, you know, you take what you can get. Did you just throw something at me? I don't think you wanted to do that. Did you now? Bap. Because it's just fun. Anything in that? I don't think so. Why wouldn't you? You know, we've got a car with super headlights. Why wouldn't you want to kill the lot? Because you just can. And it's fun. Look, it actually forces you off the road too. Stop throwing things at me, will you? Pop, pop, pop. Ah, endlessly entertaining. There is something somewhat magical in the game of just running things over with a car. I don't know what it is. It's not something you'd ever do in real life, but... Oh, hello. Ooh, secrets. Might be secrets. We're gonna end up regretting this. Whoa, okay, that happened. No, I hit the flare button. Why wouldn't you get out to flare? Where are you gonna drop me off? Oh, really? God damn it. Now you could get out the car a bit faster. Hit the flare, hit the flare, hit the flare button. I'm getting replacements anyway. Revenge! Mwahaha. All right. What have we got? I see you over there. I see you right there too.
There was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed, but there was no cabin and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back. I couldn't face life without her.
Get moving, get moving, get moving, get moving. That worked. Woo! Unfortunately, this thing's kind of smoking a little bit. That's probably not good. Hey, another thermos. I actually remember which way we're going now. I think we're supposed to go down that way. that's the other side of that. Right, okay, I get you. Well, it's probably going to break down soon, but we should probably go get the car. Because, well, you probably noticed, the car's pretty darn powerful. You kind of want the car. Oof, that's very smoky. Maybe we'll find a replacement. Can I get into you? I really wish you'd get into and out of a car a bit quicker. Oh, good, I can. Great, much better. Oops. Yeah, the driving in this game is not fantastic. The engine does it well enough, but, you know, could be better, could be worse. Alright, let's just go. And now we do have to get out of the car. No choice, they've blocked my way. Ah, yes.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Yeah, like that. Apparently not enough for you, huh? Good enough. I guess I can take that. It's close enough to being a victory.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife? Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
2 days. That's a lot of birds.
We had talked about birds over the phone.
I'll take it. Flare gun ammo is definitely good for the birds.
Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Where is it? Whoa, there you are.
Ow, make them go away, please!
Working on it. God damn it, stop showing up out of nowhere, will you? Gotcha. Any more? I see, that worked. Not so fast.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Oh, good.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
She looks very happy about the whole situation. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. No problems whatsoever, of course. And I'm talking a lot in order to talk over all of this because, well, probably copyrighted music or some such nonsense. Who knows? Anyway, there we have it. End of episode 2. Let's skip that.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Ransom.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you,
Dude,
folks?
let's.
Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
Anyway, I think this is a decent place to leave off because it's well, it's a couple of minutes before 6, but can't really go too much further beyond this without causing lots of cutscenes, and that's going to take too long. So we got through the first 2 episodes today. I'm pretty sure there's 5 in total, 7 if you include the 2 DLC ones. So yeah, going good. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.